and welcome back to the Milken Morning Show. I'm Stella Goldstein.
And I'm Sophia Goldenstein. We hope you all had an amazing break and are ready to come back into our last quarter of the year. Woo!
Excluding, of course, the seniors who are headed to Israel for March of the Living as we speak.
That's today? That's awesome!
You know what else is awesome?
Me.
No, don't be silly. I'm talking about the Tiyulim week. Let's take a look back on how that was. This was so much fun. On an equally fun note, this week many students will begin preparing for AP tests, so please check your emails or speak to your teachers about the dates for your tests as they differ from class to class.
Right. Equally fun. Anyway, tomorrow is an extremely important day, Yom HaShoah. All juniors will head straight to the theater at 8 a.m. and take part in this program instead of attending classes during F, G, and H block. You will attend I and J as normal.
This program is mandatory and lunch will be served as part of the program.
Welcome, Rabbi David, to the Milken Morning Show. We're here to talk about Yom HaShoah and everything that's going on for the 9th and 10th grade. So could you tell me what's happening?
Yom HaShoah is Thursday. Yom HaShoah is Holocaust Remembrance Day. Actually, the full title is Yom HaShoah v'Hagvura. It is the day where we commemorate both the Holocaust but also the heroism. And I think it's important to not just focus on death and destruction, but also focus on the celebration of people who acted heroically during the war. And for 9th and 10th grade, we actually have an organization that's founded and run by a Milken alumnus, Carolyn Siegel. I'm not going to tell you what year she graduated, but she runs this organization. She's a grandchild of Holocaust survivors, and she started this organization called If You Heard What I Heard. And it is grandchildren of Holocaust survivors, the last living generation who grew up with these survivors, telling their stories of their grandparents and also how their grandparents' stories and lives impacted them. So we have 8 speakers who are part of this project. It's a video project coming to speak to our students about their grandparents' stories and how it has impacted their own lives, and hopefully also teaching our students what are the lessons that our students, we can all apply to our lives.
Yeah. Do we have any Holocaust survivors coming and speaking as well, or?
For 11th and 12th grade, we do, not for 9th and 10th grade.
Mm-hmm. And then do you want to speak to sort of just the importance of Yom HaShoah and sort of what it means for the Jewish people?
Yeah. So obviously, there are many different, terrible events throughout Jewish history. The Holocaust being both the most recent and the largest in scale. And it's important not just to understand the history and what happened, but also to understand how it has informed Judaism today. So obviously people's relationship with Israel, relationship with religion, relationship with God were impacted by the Holocaust. And so taking a day every year to commemorate, to reflect, and to think about the lessons for today is hugely important. Yom HaShoah is also intentionally a week before Yom HaZikaron, Israel's Memorial Day, and which is the day before Yom HaTzmaut. So it's part of the Yom's season. And between Passover and Shavuot, we both commemorate and celebrate, because it's important to have the commemoration of the tragic and also the celebration of the wonderful.
Yeah. And can you explain the distinction between International Holocaust Remembrance Day and Yom HaShoah?
Yeah, so Yom HaShoah is what I would say is the Jewish celebration of, the Jewish commemoration is Yom HaShoah. The date was set in Israel, and it was intended to be the commemoration for the Jewish people. International Holocaust Remembrance Day was more of a sort of non-Jewish international attempt to make sure that the events were commemorated on the international scale.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That will be a great opportunity to interact with the Holocaust survivors and explore the moral imperatives of the Shoah.
I agree. It's crucial to take the time to honor and remember Holocaust survivors.
Thank you all for listening. We'll see you next week.